Hey guys, my name's Hadleigh Painter. Thank you so much for tuning into this last segment of my interview with Paul Fisher. Don't forget to check out parts 1 and 2 of my interview with Paul Fisher, links down below. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. You've also been saying for years that social media influencers are going to be running the modeling industry, which is proving extremely true.
Yeah, they're catching up. If people are catching up now. I've been talking about this for like 4 years now, 5 years now. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, social. I mean, I remember like 3, 4 years ago with you, I kept telling everybody, you don't got to believe me. Yeah, social media is going to change the whole freaking modeling industry, and the whole thing is going to change. And that I shouldn't have put my ego involved with it, but I called it. I freaking called it. Yeah.
And what do you think will happen next with modeling and fashion / what will happen next with social
I
media?
just think it's going to continue to grow. I think that the designers realize that, a lot of people in my industry, they're upset with the Kardashian kids and the Hadid kids and things like that. Like, well, why are they, just because they got tens of millions of social media followers? Well, that's business now. Designers want to know that when they book little Kardashian kids, or they book one of the kids, they want to know that they have the ability to touch 10 or 20 million people because those kids can put it on their social media. I think that social media is great for the modeling industry. I really, really do. And a lot of my competition disagree with me, but I think it's fantastic. And I'll explain to you one other reason. When a young kid leaves me and she's done with her modeling career, I teach people this, and I teach my agents and my managers that work for me, and I teach them this, that, we have a very serious responsibility now when a young person leaves us. And when a young person leaves us, it's not really our job to, it is kind of our job to make sure that when she leaves us, she has a lot of cash. But people go through cash. They spend their cash. But there's another asset that they can't spend, which is their social media, their fan base, their online following. And so the bottom line is when a young person leaves me 10 years from now, 20 years from now, whatever, and she's done with her modeling career, my job is to make sure that she has an asset that goes along with her. What's that asset? Her online social media following. So then a kid can move her online social media following to that new business plan. So let's say she's a model now, or she's an influencer now. Well, let's say she wants to open up a restaurant. Let's say she wants to open up a clothing line. Let's say she wants to open up an energy drink line. Then she can move her fan base, her following, from A to B. So basically, I think what we're trying to accomplish in the modeling industry is, yes, we want to create stars. We want to create stars that when they leave our industry, which has never happened before, now social media is allowing us to do this, when they leave us with this huge fan base so they can continue on in a different business and continue making money in a different world as an influencer. So I think that social media, for so many different reasons, is very, very, very important in the modeling industry. And I think it's going to just continue to get bigger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And I think in closing, I think that what social media is doing for our industry is it's giving people a chance. It's giving people a chance to become a great model and to become a model, maybe if they're not 5'10" or 5'11" and have the perfect freaking body. It's enabling people to actually become stars that you would normally have the chance to become a star because of social media.
Buzzed recently on social media and on the news and in the fashion world about the changing perception of beauty, that it comes in all shapes and sizes and colors. And so what do you think, how do you see the face of fashion and modeling changing, and do you think it's changing fast enough?
Yeah, never changing fast enough. Never changing fast enough. But that's okay. It's okay. It's changing at the exact process and the exact rate it's supposed to, I guess, change. But, I think, first of all, the plus size business, which I hate that word plus. I think it's the most disgusting word on the freaking planet, because I think you're saying that these girls are overweight or they have extra padding. I don't know what they're trying to say with the word plus. Stupidest word I've ever heard in the world. But with the move of that world, and it's become not even a billion, but $1 trillion a year business. Literally. I mean, it's a huge business now. And I just think there's kids that have come along, the Ren girl and the Ashley Graham. There's been some wonderful young people that have come along now that are opening our eyes in the fashion industry, opening up our eyes. And they're making us realize that girls aren't 115 pounds, and girls should not. Those are not the images that we want our kids to reflect. So, yeah, I think there is a change. And I think that people, consumers and the designers and people, are seeing that, a 14-year-old girl that weighs 115 pounds, first of all, she can't even afford that Prada dress. Let's start with that. And then number two, it's not a reflection of our society. It's not a reflection of our community. So I think things are changing, and I think that you're seeing more real people walk down the runway, more real people in ads, but not enough, not fast enough, not enough girls, by the way, not enough girls of color. You know, there's only, you look at 12 covers of Vogue freaking magazine, and there's 11 white kids, and there's one girl of color. I think it's, excuse my language, I think it's fucked up. So I think that girls of color need to have more recognition. More ethnic races have to have more. You know, America is, you know, we're a conglomerate of all different kind of makeups and all kind of ethnic, beautiful races. And I don't think our fashion industry, I think we're starting to, but I don't think we give them enough love and give them enough, you know, exposure into the world in front of all you kids. So I think it's changing, but I think it could change faster. Yeah.
Do you have any parting advice for anyone that wants to be a model or a role model or a social media influencer?
Yeah. First of all, if you want to be a model, don't do it. Don't even think about it. Run. Stay in school. Don't even think about fucking modeling. Don't become a model. It sucks. It's gross. It's the worst thing in the world you could ever do. 5 times a day, 25 times a week, 100 times a month, 1,200 times a year. People are going to judge your physical trip. And you're going to look in the mirror and see shit that nobody else sees. So first of all, don't model. It sucks. It's gross. Don't even think about it. But, here's the but. But if you can actually become a star, then I actually think you have a responsibility to do so. Then I actually think you have a responsibility to model, because then you have a platform to talk about important things, and then you become a role model, and then you have a responsibility to other young kids around the world that must look up to you. So don't model unless you can kill it. And if you can kill it, then I think you have a responsibility to model. So I think that's, you know, I think that's what I want to tell, you know, kids out there that are thinking about modeling. And listen, you know, if you want to, you know, you want to become an influencer, you want to become a social media model, I support that 1,000%, a trillion%. Why? Because you don't have to lose weight. You don't have to leave your hometown. You could talk about things that are very important, that resonate inside your heart and inside your soul. You don't have to conform to the rest of the world, my business, by being a certain weight and a certain height and certain, you know, being rejected about your physical trip all the time, which is a bitch, I think. So I think, you know, if somebody wants to become a social media model, somebody wants to become an influencer, freaking great, man. I think it's the coolest thing in the world. I think if people want to become a model, I think they're crazy people. They should never even think about it, once again, unless they can become Marjan Jonkman, unless they can become Julie Hoomans, unless they can make $1 million a year and then give back to the world, unless they can become a star, well, then I think they shouldn't even freaking think about it. That's what I think.
Do you have any advice for social media influencers?
Yeah. Here's what I advise to social media influencers is figure out what's your thing. What's your thing? What is your thing? You know, I like to cook. So talk about cooking. You like to, you like to travel around the world. Talk about that. What is that thing that's interesting to you that you think will be interesting to other people? What's that? So step one, you got to figure out what your thing is, and then you got to do your homework. And what do I mean by doing your homework? Well, what's out there? What apps are out there? What software is out there? What editing devices are out there? What are other people doing that are increasing their followers? What's the best time to tweet? What's the best time to post? Do your homework. There's a very, very intense science, as you know, there's a very intense science to build a huge brand, to build a big, huge following. And so what you want to do is you don't want to have to reinvent the wheel. The information is out there. And what you want to do is gather up as much information as you can, study influencers, study tutorials that you dig, see how they're doing it, see the kind of content that they're posting. Step one is get the knowledge. Check out the knowledge. Maybe even go to my website's opening up in a week. It's going to talk about all this kind of social media, which is, paulfisherunplugged.com. They should check that out. But the bottom line is do your homework. Do your freaking homework. Do your homework. Study this shit. That's what they got to do. Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to me
my
today.
Pleasure.
I'm so
my pleasure. Hey, tell your mom I said hello. Tell your beautiful mother I send her all my love, okay?
I will.
Okay.
So excited to see your new season. I know it's gonna be phenomenal, like always. Thank you for everything that you do.
You're very welcome. Well, Hadleigh, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the person that you're becoming. I'm very, very proud of you. I'm so excited to be a part of your life. And I'm humbled and I'm proud of what you're doing with your life and with your brand and the lives that you're touching, that you're going to touch. So I'm humbled to be with you, and I'm proud of who you're becoming.
Well, thank you. If you're in the UK or know anyone there, Tune in 9 p.m. to Paul's show. It's going to come on right after Britain's
Yeah,
Supermodel.
yeah. No, Britain's Next Top Model, Tyra's show, Britain's Next Top Model. And listen, watch my show or I'll come looking for you. Watch my freaking show, you people in London, or I'll come looking for you, straight up. It's just great. I'm just once again, I'm proud of you. I'm humbled to be on your show, and you're going to be on my show soon, okay?
I would like to give a super big shout out to everyone who's watched all 3 parts of my interview with Paul Fisher. Make sure y'all give him some love on his social media so y'all can stay up to date with everything that he has going on with his books, his podcasts, TV shows, app, all of it. Y'all know, y'all just watch all the interviews, hopefully, that he has a lot going on. He knows what he's talking about, so make sure y'all hit him up with that social media love, and y'all hit me with that social media love too, because I'll also be posting about all the stuff that he has going on. So make sure y'all hit me with that follow also, and I'll see y'all soon.